Hey folks, how you doing this evening? I just wanted to do a progress video on my Moebius 1966 Ford F100 4x4 daily driver beater pickup. And let's start off with the chassis. So I got the mismatched bed installed on there. I used the chrome set of wheels, and as opposed to the other set of rims that normally comes with these trucks. Mine happened to be missing, so I wasn't able to go that route, but it's okay. These look just fine on this one. Do something different. So what I did for the bed was I decided to do a two-tone blue bed and give it some nice, as you can see, some nice rusting there and some good dry brushing and weathering. I rusted up the inside of the bed. The tailgate is the original to the truck, and he just slapped it on the bed. Went ahead and used the heavier duty bumper on this one, and I heavily weathered it up there. Nice rust detail and so forth. I'm really liking how this one's coming. Uh-oh. I think the radiator needs to be re-secured. Anyway, yeah, there's the engine and transmission. I went with just, instead of the black block with gold valve covers, I did the standard Ford blue engine. Gave it some heavy weathering, some nice rusting on the exhaust manifolds. There you go. My kit was missing the original fan, so I pulled a fan from a monogram 1991 F250 with the 460 engine. And what I had to do to get the radiator to drop down is the top blade here and the blade to the lower right of it, I had to snip them down just so that the radiator could secure to the chassis. No one's going to notice anyway, so it's just a model. It's not going to hurt anything. So yeah, that's what I ended up doing. But you can note the detail of the manual transmission there. It's nice and dirty, and you can see the drive shafts. Both of them are heavily rusted, and I'm pretty impressed with what I did with this thing. It's got a Fram oil filter. He just recently had an oil change. That's why I didn't dirty the oil filter, just to kind of show that it's been current. I gave it a more high performance looking distributor cap there. That's why it's a little cleaner looking as well. Now, here's where I screwed up. The passenger side valve cover, I installed it the wrong direction. That's why the hole for the, I believe that's the heater hose, or I believe that's what that is, the heater hose. That's why it's not in there. So what I did is I just installed the heater hose, or whatever vacuum hose that is, on the underside of the carburetor there, and I just rested it on there to make it look like it was installed. So yeah, there's some more, there's your exhaust collector there, nice and rusted out. Let's flip her over so you can see the undercarriage, and you can see some more heavily rusted bed there, and you can see I added some oil leaks on the differentials there. I did some right there also where the differential meets the drive line, and I added a oil leak on the transfer case as well. Yeah, so there's your front drive axle, and it's got some nice surface rust on it. Radiator has some surface rust, pretty much everything. This truck's got a lot of history, and it's it's got a lot to show. So I decided last minute to bend the exhaust pipe down, so I thought that would be a nice touch. But yeah, you can see the bed's got some nice rust. The wheels are nice and dirty, and just what you would expect, so yeah, that's the chassis. Let's do the interior. So because this truck has a mismatched passenger door, he maybe when he bought the truck, it had it had been T-boned or something, and he needed to replace the door, so he went to a junkyard and pulled a door off of a similar one, but it wasn't the same, it wasn't the actual color. People do that all the time. So the door panel is the same blue as the blue that's on the exterior of the door. I decided that I would go ahead and use the 1970 F100 Ranger steering wheel on this one. You know, he just decided he wanted a different wheel, and he pulled it off of a 70 F100 Ranger F150 or F250. So that's what he did. And then, yeah, so that's where I went with that one. The floor has some dirt weathering on there. It's a, you know, rubber mat there. So the bench seat, I decided to kind of just keep it clean. I do need to fix the top of the dash there. I only did a base coat, so I'll get that fixed before I get it all buttoned up. The dash is pretty common on what you would see on these. Same color as the body, of course, since it's a custom. So that's the interior for you. I'm pretty impressed with it. Here's the cab with the hood. I really dirtied up the hood, rusted it, you know, grime, everything you can think of. But yeah, there's the driver's side there. That's some fuel spill there, gas spill. The roof's got some rust going on there. And of course, here's the mismatched passenger door. It's the same door off of the same truck that he pulled the bed from. That's why it's the two-tone blue. So yeah, you can see I did some pretty heavy weathering there on that cab. Pull the hood off real quick, and you can see the fenders and the firewall got some nice rust going on there, some dirt buildup. Of course, the radiator, the top of the support there is rusted, and then of course the grill, I gave it a nice dirtying and some rusting. Pretty darn impressed with this one. This is actually the first time I've ever done a pickup like this, where it's got mismatched colored parts. I'd like to do a car like that, you know, a junker car or a beater car. Well, I did a beater 85 Mustang SVO, but I'd like to, you know, duplicate something similar to this truck, and that'll be done in the future. I only have some minor things left to do to this truck, and that's get the wiper blades on, you know, the horns onto the radiator, and once I get everything finally secured down to the chassis, we'll go ahead and get the heater hoses done, installed. There's the battery, by the way, in the coolant bag. So yeah, this is where I took this 66 F100 4x4 pickup. So until the next time, when I get it all finally assembled, we'll do the final reveal video on it. So enjoy this, and we'll talk to you soon.